Hi, I'm Serotonin, and this is my Valithria Dreamwalker 25-man walkthrough. I'll be on my paladin in this fight. Alright, for this fight you're going to need 2 tanks of any type, and preferably 8 to 9 healers. Yes, you heard me correctly. 8 to 9 healers. You might need more depending upon how well your healers are able to keep up the stacks. Positioning for this fight, Valithria is always going to be in the middle of the room. You're going to separate your raid into 2 groups. The tanks are going to be on either side of her to pick up the adds. Ranged and melee DPS will be on both sides. And healers will spread out between the groups. You want to make certain that everyone who is going down in a portal is able to access them very easily. And the adds are going to come from both sides, so make certain the tanks are there to pick them up. Alright, now to talk about the adds of the fight that the tanks are going to pick up. I've listed these in order of importance. The first one is Blazing Skeleton. It does a fireball, which does 5k fire damage to its target, and it does lay waste. It's a 12-second channel, and it does 6k fire damage to the entire raid every 2 seconds. As soon as you see this sucker, burn it down. If your side doesn't have anything, the other side has one. If you're ranged, go ahead and kill it. The next add is the Suppressor. It'll come out in packs of 3 or 4. What it does is suppression. It reduces healing done to Val by 10%. Now remember, these can come out on both sides at once, so that's like, 60 to 80% healing reduction, which you do not want. So burn them down, they don't have too much health. The next add is the Risen Archmage. It does Frostbolt Volley, which does 10k frost damage to the entire raid, but this is interruptible. It's a 2-second cast, and it reduces your movement speed by 4 seconds. It also does a Mana Void. It's a 6-yard radius, it lasts for 30 seconds, and it burns 800 mana per second. You'll know where it's at because it does the stupid mana burn noise, which I hate. It also will do Calm of Frost. It marks the ground underneath the random player. It has a 2-second delay, and after those 2 seconds, it will knock everyone within 3 yards of it up in the air, and it does 11k frost damage. So pretty much just stay out of the blue and purple stuff on the ground. The next stat is the Blistering Zombie. It does Corrosion, which is a 6-second duration. It does 200 nature damage every 3 seconds. It reduces armor by 10%, and it stacks to 5. It has a 6-second duration. And this should only go on the tank, and the tank's going to take a lot of damage. On its death, it will also do Acid Burst. It does 10k nature damage, and it hits anyone within 15 yards, and it will do 750 damage per second for 20 seconds. So as soon as melee and tanks, you notice it's going to die, start running away. And the last add is the Gluttonous Abomination. It does a Gut Spray, which is a 12-second cast on the tank, or the highest threat. It does 2k nature damage and increases physical damage taken by 25%. Once it dies, it will spawn rotworms. These will spawn in packs of 7 to 10, and they do 4 to 7k on hit. Now granted, you think, oh, well, it's only 4 or 5k. Well, if you have 3 of them on you, that's quite a bit of damage. However, they can be AoE down, so the tank just needs to pick them up, and they have low health, so it's no problem. And onto Valithria's abilities. Her first one is Summon Nightmare Portal. She summons about 6 of these, and they allowed you to go into the dream state and get dream clouds. This is casted, I think, every 30 seconds, and basically what the dream clouds do as soon as you actually fly into them, it gives you Emerald Vigor. It stacks to 100, you regen 200 mana per 3 seconds, it increases healing by 10%, and it lasts for 35 seconds. Now, this is the hardest part for healers, because if you are going to the portal, you need to keep up your stacks. And the hardest part about this is it depends upon a lot of peripheral vision, because sometimes you think you're going to the portal, but you're actually not. In the video, you won't see me go into them, because I'm horrible at getting them. But once you go in, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And more than one person can get the same orb. So if you go in groups to each one, you'll all get it. And finally, she does Dreamwalker's Rage. It does 10 million damage to all enemies that are still up. So, however many are up, they're gone. The major parts of this fight are you need to switch people to heals if you have plenty of DPS, because this is a healing intensive fight. Her softened rage is about 7 minutes. That's when you're going to be overwhelmed with ads and everyone's going to start dying. This fight is very much dependent on healers. You have to keep your stacks up, otherwise you're not going to heal her in time. Alright, for this fight, I'm actually on my Paladin Epinephrine for right now. This fight is extremely healing intensive. You need to balance your DPS in keeping the ads at bay while still having enough healers so that way at that 7 minutes you will have her to 100% so that way she can wipe out all the ads. That's the hard part. Having Paladin healers for this fight is especially helpful because they can put Beacon on her and then heal the rest of the raid, which is the reason why, I especially got chosen. And for the most part, healers, you do need a couple to stay out just to heal the raid, because the raid will still need heals, especially when you have the Blazing Skeleton. If you have one come out and your side doesn't have anything, make certain that you go and you kill the Blazing Skeleton. That's very, very important. Also, make certain to stay out of the Mana Voids and the Frost. I actually will get hit by one of the Frost in this fight because I was too busy healing people. But if you'll notice, you see the green portals? They're not hard to miss at all. I mean, they're these big green things. So only healers should go down there, and you should have your healers that are best at coin and getting the clouds go down there. I personally am horrible at it, so I don't go. But if you can get people to have stacks of like 50, oh, you're good to go. It's awesome. And those will come out approximately every 30
what the
seconds.
Fuck is up to the left here?
Otherwise,
Like
just
2
pay
mobs
attention
at a
to the
time,
ads. Make certain you get suppressors down ASAP. They come in, again, packs of 3 or 4. They're not. They don't have too much health, so
Blazing
just
on the left.
AoE them down.
I have 3 mobs.
Also, druids are also especially helpful for this fight for their innervate, because healers will need it. We have to go balls out to be able to heal her to full within 7 minutes. But otherwise, there's really not too much you have to worry about in this fight. It's just keeping your stacks up if you're a healer. See, I got hit by the thing, and that's what happens. You jump up in the air. But otherwise, that's it to the fight. Just, you have to figure out exactly what's a good balance for your raid of healers versus DPS. Because in this fight, it's not about DPS. I mean, you have to keep the ads at bay, but otherwise, you need to heal her up as quickly as possible. So, good luck, and have fun, and I will see you at Cindergrosa. Bye.
I'm getting 5.
Your salvation lies within, heroes.
Drop mana tide for you guys.
Suppressors left. Blazing left.
Into the dream. Your salvation is returning. Press on, heroes.
Blazing left. Blaze left.
Almost there.
Grant me the favor to lay
Okay.
this foul creature
Yeah, I
to
was just about to
rest.
say, please tell me we're close.